hey, is this thing really $3.99? She looks at it and she's like, yeah, we must be trying to get rid of it. And I'm like, I'll take it. Hey guys, if you are new to the channel, my name is Darin Nakakihara and I am a 4th grade teacher in Southern California. This channel is all about the art of teaching. So if that's something you might be interested in, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe. So today is dot day and we're gonna do a breakout. So I'm here this morning to set it all up. It's never good to walk into your room and see that there's a fan trying to dry out the carpet. It's like a sauna in here. Holy cow. There's like all of my bulletin boards are like buckling because it's so humid in here. Crazy. Here's the first set of clues. You have 3 pages of these dots, the dot paintings. And what you have to do is you have to combine all the like pictures from each picture and then count them up. And then you have to place them in size order. So this round yellow one goes first, and then this red one. Ooh, they're so close in size. And then this one, and then this one. So you count those up. It makes a 4 combination. You go over here to the 4 combination lock. You do that one. You get that lock off. Then you come over here. This is super challenging. There's a rainbow randomly on the board. And then you have these dots right here. And they have designs. You have to match up the circles with the designs. So like this one would go with this one. And because red and red make red, that one goes together, right? To create red. And each one of these patterns together makes a color. And you put those in color order on here. Challenging, so challenging. Then, oh, where are your other ones at? Come over here, put this in order, and you see in the bottom it has a Morse code. Over here, way over here, the key to the Morse code. Whoa, that's gonna be tough. Yeah, so that will unlock another one of these right here. And then, oh, okay, so then there's one more. It opens this, and inside of here there's another thing that says, look by me for the key. And the key, it's a picture of crayons. So you come over here, and you have to remember that there's crayons over here. And the key is right there. Guys, if you're gonna substitute for somebody, the #1 rule is to clean up the room. #1, guys. #1 rule, leave the classroom cleaner than when you got there. So disappointing, so disappointing. Hey guys, what's up? It's the 22nd day of school. You know what that means, right? Only 158 more to go. So this morning I got up late. I can't believe it. I must have turned off my alarm on Friday because sometimes I get up way before my alarm, so I don't want to wake up Mrs. N. So I turn my alarm off, and I must not have turned it back on. So you know what that means, right? That means that I didn't get to go to the gym this morning. Which kind of freaks me out because I don't want to make that a habit, right? I've worked so hard to make it a habit of going to the gym at 5 to 6 Monday through Friday that I don't want to get used to not going, and it kind of just freaks me out, makes me a little anxious. I got a little anxiety, I gotta be honest, but it's just one day. And if I make it to the gym after school, I'll feel better about it. Now keep in mind, I'm not going there to lose weight. I'm not going there to like bulk up. I'm just going there to like clear my head. It is seriously just for mental health. I can't even tell you how much this has helped me and my sanity just going to the gym and moving around a little bit. So that is my testimony, guys. I'm being honest with you here. All right. So this morning I had to go get the breakout box because I let everybody in our grade level do the breakout for dot day last week, and it was over in Miss Cordera's room. She had one more lock to do. She couldn't get the rainbow lock. So anyways, I had to get the rainbow lock, get all the clues back together, make sure all the locks were there, and then Mr. Wislocki, Brandon, my best buddy, he's coming by to pick it up, but I didn't want him to have to come all the way to my room, so I stuck it in my trunk. Stuck it in my trunk so he could just open the trunk and get it. So breakouts they were made by a group of incredible ed techers, and if you have been watching me for a long time, he was a guest on my show here last summer. The summer before last, and we talked a little bit about vlogging and breakouts and just his life in general. And if you're not familiar with breakouts, go to BreakoutEDU and check out the breakout boxes. And what it is just a simple little box, and it was based on an escape room where you had to escape from a room. They put that all into a box where you had to break into the box instead of breaking out of the room. Anyway, so there's a box, has a bunch of locks on it, and clues to unlock those locks are hidden around the room. And what you have to do is you have to find the clues first of all, then you have to really think outside the box.
Oh, okay, I see what you did there.
In order to solve these clues and unlock the locks. For the dot day one, it was all related to the story, and my kids had to break into the box in order to get to these quiver. Just see if I have any. I'm looking around for the quiver. Hold on a second. I'm gonna get it right now. Hold on. Okay. So the kids had to break in order to get to these sheets right here, and these sheets, these are some augmented reality sheets here. And if you go to quivervision.com, you can color this dot, and it will make it into a three-dimensional augmented reality dot with their designs on it. And you can walk around and see the dot. It's pretty freaking amazing. You got to check this thing out. They have other ones besides just the dot day, but the dot day one's always really cool. Okay, so my room is put back together, thankfully. I also really like I obsess over this. I don't know about you guys, but my whiteboards have got to be super white. I don't like when there's whiteboard marker residue on here, but I could tell my sub wrote all over these whiteboards and didn't do a good job of erasing them. All right, so check this out. This is, I should probably get an example. Hold on a second. Okay, so for my schedule, my daily schedule, I got these off of Amazon, and there's a whole bunch, for each subject, but it was missing a bunch of subjects, and it always kind of drove me crazy because I would have to handwrite some of them. So I decided to make one for myself. These are just little circles, and I'm gonna put some magnets on the back and put them up on the board. So I've told this story before, but in my first placement, I taught in a 4th grade class. My master teacher had a master teacher who every day he said, listen, there's one thing you gotta do. That is make sure you put the schedule up for the next day. One day, he didn't get it done. His master teacher reamed him a new one. I never really understood the importance of putting this up. I can tell you that I've gotten in the habit of doing it. So every day I make sure that I put the schedule up for the next day. I don't know, it just makes me feel more organized. That way I'm not rushing around in the morning trying to figure out what I'm going to do or what I'm supposed to do. It's all just right there on the board. I've had student teachers the last couple years, and I've made sure that to instill that in them as well. So that was one of my first expectations for all of my student teachers that I've had. Make sure that you put the schedule up before you leave every single day. They probably thought I was nuts. Oh yeah. Not the first one here, but it's beautiful. Good morning, guys. We made it. It's the end of the week. End of the week. And I'm here at one of my favorite fishing places, the Dana Point Harbor in Dana Point. I always catch fish here, but it's really not the fish. I do this because it feeds my soul, you know? Yeah, it's just something that I love to do. It's peaceful. Catch fish. I always put them back though. Then I go back in, get my car washed, do a little work, and then I just enjoy my Saturday. That's my Saturdays, guys. So we made it to the end of the week, guys. Made it to the end of the week. I'm here on a Saturday, just throwing my line in there, just looking for some joy. So I had a pretty good week. My team's kind of coming together. We're really working towards helping these kids. That's really like all I want out of this career, really, is to help these kids. And it seems like we're doing a good job of that. Nothing really eventful happened. We just kind of went about our days. We met a few times. I will say, last year I came up with this thing for our PLC where we picked a name out of a hat, and each one of us went around the table and we just complimented each other. So whoever name you pulled out, you had to say something nice about them. And it was one of my favorite parts of our PLC last year, and I asked the girls if they wanted to try it with me again this year, and they were, good for them. They were willing to do it. So we went around the table and we each said something nice to each other, and they're like, wow, that was really cool. And it's super cool. It's such an easy thing. It takes maybe 2 minutes to do, and it just sets the tone for your PLC. So, if you're in a group of people that are not super close like us right now, we just met each other. Well, we didn't just meet each other, but we just started working together, and we don't really know each other that well. So this is just a way to bring your team closer together. Anyways, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. I hope you had a great week. If you are new to my channel, I would really love it if you'd hit that subscribe button. If you are a returning customer, thank you so much for watching. You guys have a great weekend. I will talk to you next week. So long.